Finding your purpose. Did you know that 70% of Americans are disengaged in their jobs according to Forbes.com? And did you know that I was part of that 70%? I was fresh out of college with a 9-to-5 job. That was what everyone else was expecting from me, but I was not happy. And I really did not know what the future will hold for me. That being said, how do you see yourselves 10 years from now? I know that the images of the future might seem a bit blurry because we have a lot of pressure from society, from our peers, from our parents, and even from ourselves. But this is the reason why it is so important to find our passion at a young age. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rivca Zayat. I am 24 years old. I am a business graduate, entrepreneur, self-made healthy chef, and the founder and owner of Feed Seed, the first healthy bakery established in Panama. We have a digital community of over 92,000 people, and our success has been due to our innovative idea of transforming sweet, not so healthy recipes into healthier ones. And since I love baking and it is my passion, today I'm gonna show you how to bake a recipe for success. And we'll be needing 3 main ingredients. We'll be needing being healthy, eliminating the noise, and focusing on the I and not the we. So, shall we get started? Ingredient number 1. You have here 6 ounces of health. And you might say, well, what does being healthy have to do with finding your purpose? Because here we're not talking about being healthy to have a ripped body, the perfect physique. No. We are talking about health to achieve mental clarity. And how do we achieve mental clarity? With 3 basic things. Number 1, eating nutritiously. And I always say, follow the 80-20 rule. And what do I mean by this? 80% of the time, you should eat foods that nourish your body, that feed your brain. For example, walnuts, avocado, healthy fats, food for your brain, carbohydrates, energy for your body, proteins, whether you're a vegan, vegetarian, beans, or regular meat. And 20% of the time, you should eat foods that you love. For example, cheesecake, burgers, hot dogs, fries, all that food that's so tasty, because let's face it, food is amazing. And it's all about finding a balance, because everything in excess, it's not good either. So the second thing we'll need to do to find health is staying active. Do physical activity. Find that physical activity that you love rather than you dread doing. Be part of the soccer team, the football team, I don't know, blast the music in your room and dance for 30 minutes. Do whatever that makes you feel alive. Do something that makes you sweat every day, and something that you love. Now, the third thing that we'll need is sleep and rest. If you have the 2 above, and you don't sleep and you don't rest, then you will burn out. And none of the above will be useful. So sleeping and resting is essential. Now, the positive consequences of leading a healthy lifestyle. You'll be focused and you'll be alert. And keep in mind this quote: preparation meets opportunity. You need to be mentally prepared to understand when that opportunity comes for you to figure out what is your goal, what is your purpose. Now, I would like to share a personal anecdote of mine. When I was in college, I was going through a rough patch. I was diagnosed with depression, and I was told that I needed to take medication for depression. And I thought to myself, I don't want to depend on medicine in order to be happy. I don't want to depend on something else to feel comfort. So I started shifting my habits. I started eating healthier. I started playing sports, flag football. I started eating nutritiously. I started sleeping more. And at that point in time, I remember that I was given a class in college called e-business. And they told us, Well, you need to come up with a website for your own company. And I was like, well, this is a really big project. And I had such mental clarity in that point in my life that one night when I was about to go to sleep, I was thinking about ideas for the project, and suddenly the idea Fit Seed, Let Fitness and Health Grow, popped up in my mind like magic. And I had the mental clarity to understand that that project, that class, that website was going to be my passion and what it's my job right now. So we have ingredient number 1, remember, being healthy. We need to stay active, we need to sleep, and we need to eat nutritiously. Now, ingredient number 2. 4 ounces of eliminating noise. Here we go, eliminating noise. And what do I mean by eliminating noise? Well, eliminate all the negativity that is around you. You need to start by making very small changes. Eliminate all of those words that are negative. For example, I can't, it's impossible, or I'm never gonna achieve that. I'm too young, I'm too old, I don't have the experience. Eliminate all those small things, and then you can progress to eliminate all the other things like unnecessary situations, unnecessary relationships, things that keep us from evolving. And what is the next step? You need to surround yourselves with people that have the same aspirations as you do, so it can take you to the next level of finding your passion. You need to think positive, you need to be proactive, and you need to take action. And how are you going to do that? By being part of something that is bigger than you. Maybe be part of the debate club or be part of the drama club. I know that you were hosting the Beauty and the Beast here yesterday, and they told me it was amazing. So maybe next year you're going to be part of the play. Be part of something even bigger. TedX. This event is the living proof that you can do something even bigger than yourselves. So, the positive consequences of eliminating all the noise, of being positive, is that you will emphasize your full potential on that which is your passion, in that which is that you love, whether it is as a debater, as an idea creator, or as a game changer. Now, ingredient number 3. We need 6 ounces of I. And you might say, here we go, 6 ounces of I. You might say, well, that sounds a little selfish, but let's go back to the concept. You need to love yourself in order to love others. And it's just that simple concept. You need to make yourself happy. You need to understand what is it that you love in order to find your true passion. And we are very worried right now about pleasing others, about approval from society, and especially in today's generation, where happiness is based on how many likes you have on Instagram, how many shares you have, how many retweets you get. But that is not true happiness. We have a lot of worries about approval. We have a lot of expectations from our parents, our teachers, our peers, as I once said. But today is your wake-up call. Stop worrying about what others think and start focusing on what you want. But be careful. Do not confuse, focus on yourself, of course, but don't confuse being reckless with taking charge of what you like. Those are 2 really different things. And this is why it is essential and crucial having mentors, whether it is 1, 2, 3, 30 mentors. You need to find people that guide you towards the right path, that help you answer your own questions, but do not force you into doing things that you don't want, that don't force you into the paths they did, but focus on leading you towards that thing which is that you love. So, mentors are going to help you to transform your abstract ideas into tangible realities, just as the girls of Rise. I'm sure they had mentors. Mentors will help you go from point A to point B. Now we have our ingredients. We need 6 ounces of health, 4 ounces of eliminating noise, and 6 ounces of I. Now what's the next step? your action plan. But I'm not going to go into detail about what your action plan should be because each and every action plan, once again, it's different. We all should look for different things in order to achieve our final purpose. So I would like to make a comparison here. An action plan is just like a recipe. You have 3 main ingredients, which are sugar, flour, and eggs. And you know you want to bake a cake. You want it initially to be a carrot cake. But you still don't know if you have the ingredients. So you need to use your creativity in order to bake a cake. Not a perfect cake, but a pretty damn good, tasty, and delicious cake. So today I do not have carrots, but I see here I have chocolate. So let's bake a chocolate cake, which I'm sure it will turn out amazing. So life is just like a recipe. We need to have pillars. Today we have discussed 3 main pillars: being positive, being healthy, loving yourself, focusing on yourself, eliminating the noise. You know you have a purpose, but you still don't know quite yet how you're gonna get to your final destination. And this part, the unknown part of going from point A to point B, is where you need to play with the situations life presents to you, but without losing your overall goal or the sight of your overall goal. Now, as human beings, we're all impatient. It doesn't matter how old we are, how young we are, how much experience we have. We want things to happen now. But let's compare life to baking once again. Life is like baking a cake. You need to bake your cake 25 minutes at 350 degrees. If you put it less time at a higher temperature, what will happen? Your cake will burn. Life is just like that. It's about enjoying the process. It's about learning from your mistakes, enjoying the good times until you get to your ultimate goal. So keep in mind, preparation meets opportunity. Remember to be mentally prepared. I have given you the tools to be mentally prepared to understanding when that opportunity, maybe it's a project, maybe it's a speech you heard, maybe it's a TED Talk you heard, maybe it's a million things, but be prepared to understand what is that thing that is your passion. So, do you want to be part of that 70% that is disengaged in their jobs, that's not happy, that does not want to go to work? Or do you want to be part of that 30% that is happy, that is cheerful, that is entrepreneurial? I have a better idea. Let's make that 30% grow. Let's shift the paradigm today, right now. We are the generation in charge of taking things to the next level, of being proactive, of taking action. So let's lift that 30% to 100%. Let's be that generation and let's start baking.